Hey, this is Nick over at ShootDotEdit, and thanks for joining me. Today we're going to go over the individual Lightroom catalog workflow. So the first step is after you've signed in, you're going to go down here to Downloads, and then you need to download the Lightroom catalog that matches the Lightroom version that you work in. So I know that I work in 9, and I already downloaded this ahead of time. Just keep in mind here, when you do download the Lightroom 9, it will ask you to upgrade your catalog. So I've already done that, and now let's pull the catalog itself open. So this is basically what you're going to open Lightroom to here. It's going to be an empty catalog. Things to keep note of here, the collections. The collection you're going to be looking for to work in is called My Job. So this collection set we're going to go ahead and open up. You'll find another collection set called Drag and Drop Images. If it's like this, go ahead, just hit the little caret key to open it up. And then in here you'll see need smart previews, cull these, keep these during cull, color correct these, and make these black and white. These are the key working collections that you'll be using whenever you're going to submit a job to us. So the next step now would be to get your images imported. Alright, as you can see, I went ahead and got some images imported here. Now that I have 100 of them, it needs smart previews. This is a smart collection, so it's only going to put images in here that need smart previews. It's just that. It's a collection that will tell you these images need whatever that setting is. So in this case, it needs smart previews, which we can just ignore for now. You don't need to delete these. You don't need to do anything with this collection other than just let it be. So I always go back up here to previous import so I can find my images easily. So the first thing you're going to want to do is, if you're going to submit a job for just color correction, you will want to select all of your images. So just highlight all of your images with Control A on a PC, Command A on a Mac, and we're going to go ahead and drag these into color correct these. So when you're going to drag images here, if you go to drag your images and you notice that it deselects all of them. So what you need to do is go back, select them all again, and always make sure you're grabbing from the image itself. Click and hold and drag over to color correct these. And then now you can see I have 100 images in this collection. Basically, if you're going to send a job for color correction, it's as simple as that. Put them in color correct these. If you have specific images you want made black and white, go ahead, drop them in black and white. Then the next step here is going to be to export your collection. So what you do is there's two ways you can do this. You can either click here and now go up to File and go to Export as Catalog, or you can simply, first we want to make sure we have our images selected here as well. Sorry about that. Go ahead and right click and go to export this collection as a catalog. You're going to go ahead and click on that. So for exporting, you always want to start with them on your desktop. After you've uploaded the job to ShootDotEdit, you are more than welcome to move them onto an external hard drive. It's important that we just keep them on the desktop at first and then move them after. The next thing to take note of is when you're naming it, use letters and numbers only. So just test job 1. Let's just say that's it. We would want it spelled out exactly like that. You wouldn't want to do anything like test dash job dash 1, or let's say if you had a couple name, so it would be Jim and Jane wedding. You wouldn't want that ampersand in there, because that's going to mess up our uploader when you go to upload, and it's just going to give you errors and it won't let you complete the upload. So you just letters and numbers only. So as I was going, I'm just going to do test job 1, not 12. Down here where it says exporting a catalog with 100 photos, that's perfect. That's how many we have here. So the other important thing here is you only need these bottom two checkboxes. You will only ever need build and include smart previews and include available previews. So once this is checked, I'm saving to my desktop. My job name is letters and numbers only. We're ready to export. We're going to go ahead and hit save. And then this is going to take a few minutes to go through the whole export process here. You will see a status bar up here in the top left. That's pretty much it for the exporting. We just need this to export, do its thing, and create our catalog, previews, and smart previews that you're going to send over to us. And as soon as this is done exporting, you will have a new file on your desktop, which I don't know if it's going to be there yet because it's still going. But as soon as that creates, I'll show you that, and I will show you the 3 files that you're going to need to send over to us. Alright, so my catalog has finished exporting. So now on my desktop, I'm going to find a folder called Test Job 1. That was the name that we gave the file when we saved it. So in this folder, you're going to find a catalog and 2 sets of previews, the smart previews and the previews. These 3 files are the only 3 files you're going to need to upload a job to us. So next, you would just need to log into your ShootDotEdit account, go submit the job form, and then get these 3 files uploaded, which we'll be doing shortly.